Hey everybody, my name is Scott. I'm with the Arizona Hot Tub Factory and they call me the Spa Man. Today I'm working on a jacuzzi that's a J335. It's approximately a 2006, 2007 model, and it's showing on the top side control FL-1, and then it flashes to 73. So anyways, it's flashing back and forth. It's got a flow issue. I've recently put in a brand new flow switch, and I've recently put in a brand new heat sensor. Normally when I fix up a hot tub and get ready to sell it, those are the two things that normally go wrong with a jacuzzi, especially when they get to be a little bit over, 8 to 10 years. So generally speaking, I'll put a brand new one in. I'll also put in a set of new filters. So anyways, let me show you what's going on with this hot tub, and stick around. This will be educational and sometimes entertaining. So anyways, when you turn on the breaker, this is what's happening. It's flashing FL1 and then go into 73. FL1, 73. The heat light's not coming on or anything like that. The pumps do work, but it's not heating the hot tub. When I go to the second pump, that one comes on. So everything as far as the pumps and motors, those are all working properly. But this is what I've already replaced. This is what they call a flow switch. Generally speaking, these are what go bad and what caused that problem. The other thing that I replaced, which this is what they call a heat sensor. Now the heat sensor sits in the hot tub right down there, approximately about 8 inches to 12 inches below the water line. You can kind of see it down here. So anyways, for that, I do drain out the water and I replace that. That's what they call a heat sensor. That's what this looks like. It's really simple to do. You unplug it and then it just unscrews. So anyways, this is what this looks like. But what's happening is there's no flow. Without a doubt, the reason why there's no flow, if you look back here, there's a recirculating pump. This recirculating pump is not working, so this will have to be replaced. I've already tried to jump it. I've tried to bypass it and stuff like that. It is just not working. So we're going to show you how we pull this out. As always, before you work on or touch any hot tub, shut off the breaker. Now before you start, this is your pack on your jacuzzi. This is the back door that sits on the pack. When you flip the door over, the door has a schematic on it. This is the schematic. If you come right down to here, it shows that this one right here is the flow switch. This one right here is one of the heat sensors, and there's one of the temp sensors. So anyways, you want to turn around and check for those right there. I'm trying to stay out of the shadow so you guys can read it. But this is the one we're after. This is what they call the flow switch. So we're going to verify that this is what's causing the problem. Really simple, and I'll show you how you do that. When you go to the hot tub, over here is a big switch, and this little one down here on the bottom, this one right here, if I pull that one out, this is the one that goes to the flow switch. So what I'm going to do is I've got another flow switch that I've taken apart. And what I mean by taking it apart, I pulled it out of the plastic housing. This is the plastic housing it comes in. This is an old one where it had a crack in this housing, so I just took this away. But anyways, I'm going to plug this in to that spot, and then I'll show you the reason why I'm going to do that. So when I come in here, I can plug it right in right there. Oh, come on, there we go. Now, I've plugged it in, so you can see how I plugged it back into the same spot. Now, if I come up here, you can see that it's still flashing the FL. But if I push this down, see, when I did that, it's no longer flashing that FL. See, and if you look, the red light came on. If I let go, okay, now it's going back to FL1 and flashing back and forth. But if I touch this with my finger, push that down, you hear that little click and the red light comes on. So this tells me that this flow switch is good. I know the other flow switch that I put in is brand new and I know it is good. So it tells me I'm not getting flow. But by using this right here, this tells me my system is working properly and it should be heating. By that red light coming on, it tells me that the heat light is coming on. I just let go of it. And let go, there it goes. Put it back on, goes away almost immediately. Okay, now I just showed you how I figure it out in the field and here at the shop when I'm having either a flow switch problem or a circulation pump problem. Now, you guys can do the same thing with a screwdriver. That's all you're gonna do is you're gonna touch these two prongs together. You're not gonna bend them in any way, you're just gonna touch them. You can also use, I've used a paper clip in the past. That's all you wanna do is touch these two together. Okay, don't bend them, just touch them together. You know, put something in between to where you can complete the circuit. And the minute you do, you'll hear a click. When you hear the click, you know you got it. Well, after checking out everything that we checked out, the flow switch, I showed you how to check it out with that other flow switch that came out of another hot tub, just to kind of verify that the system's working. Now you got to get the water out of the hot tub. Otherwise, when you go to pull out the recirculation pump, the hot tub will just start emptying right there and you'll have a great big mess. So we're going to go ahead and get this hot tub emptied and we'll show you how to remove and replace the pump. Now I'm going to go ahead and stick the pump inside the hot tub. The pump that I use is a little giant pump. Pumps out at about 73 to 74 gallons per minute, which will definitely empty this hot tub in about 2 or 3 minutes. So, over here. The one cool thing I have is the ability to fill and empty hot tubs extremely fast. New circulation pump. These are very simple to work with, very simple to install. Comes with a bracket. Usually I just take, when I unscrew the from here and here, and I just use the old bracket that's in the hot tub. As far as the hookup, you got a black and a white, and you got the ground. Pretty simple. Now when you're gonna go to hook it up, you need to find out where the circulation pump goes, so you're gonna go back to your schematic, and you're gonna read, up here is the light, next one down, circulation pump. So it's gonna be right there. It's the second one. Very simple. So when you're working on this, the top one up here, the next one down, there's your circulation pump, is these two right here. And it even says circulation pump right there on the board itself. I know it's tough to see, everybody, I do apologize, but if you look on your board, it will tell you what it's hooked to. So anyways, that's where that's gonna go. Well, this hot tub is just about empty. So we'll get this motor replaced. Okay, I now have the new pump in place. But this, you gotta take this off the front of the pump, and you gotta take this one off the side. That's all you need is a pair of pliers. You squeeze these two pieces together, squeeze them together like right here, and you slide it over. Same thing, you squeeze these two together, slide it over. Now on the back part of the pump, right here, there's a ground. Make sure you put the ground wire back on. Very important. So anyways, this is the new pump already put in. I didn't find a light in time to show you how I take out the old one. But anyways, it's very simple. You unscrew your ground wire. You take this with a pair of pliers right here. You squeeze it and slide it over. You squeeze this, slide it over. You grab onto the rubber hose with a pair of pliers there again, twist it around. It comes right off. It's very simple. It didn't even take me longer than probably a minute, minute and a half to do everything. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wire it, and we're going to refill it and show you how it works when we're done. Well, as you can see, we're starting to refill the tub again. We have all of our wiring hooked up. It'll take a couple minutes for it to fill, but I'll show you what I did. Okay, the wires come around through here, come through this, and then I hook the ground right here, and then up here, I know it's tough to see, are the black and the white wire right here. Now it does not matter if the white one's on the top or the black one's on the top. It absolutely makes no difference. But this is where they go. It says right next to it, circulation pump, so it's very easy to find. It's also located on the schematics on the back of the for the cover for the board. So this is the pack And like I said, on the back will be the schematic. Okay, I've got this hot tub all filled. I have not turned back on the power yet. I've got the pump already put in place. I've got everything wired. I'm gonna set this camera right here. And if you watch, the minute I turn it on, that little piece is gonna move over. Give me just a second. The power has been turned on. Just heard a click. You can watch the water flow. Might take a second. Still got a little air in it. There it goes. Sometimes it takes just a second for it to prime itself. And if we go to the topside control, the red light is on. There's no FL-1 showing. And let's see what we got our heat set on. Our heat is set on 100 degrees. So anyways, that's all there is to fixing an FL-1 flow issue. It's usually one of three things. Well, I should say one of two things. It's either going to be your circulation pump, or it's going to be your flow switch, or something is not hooked up correctly. Sometimes that has happened to me. Well, I hope that helped everybody out that's working on a jacuzzi that's having a circulation pump or a flow switch problem. As you can tell, you can use several different things to check to see if it is either the circulation pump that's not working, or if it's the switch that's not working, the flow switch. Like I said, I just got several different ways that I do it in the field as well as here in the shop. The easiest way I found, you can use a paper clip, you can use a screwdriver. You just got to touch the two prongs together. Don't bend the prongs, just use something to jump it in between. You can take the end of a wire and just strip it back a little bit and touch the two together. Don't touch anything else, you will ruin your hot tub. Maybe I shouldn't be showing you all these little tricks. I do not want anybody to ruin their hot tub. These are just some of the things that I use to find out what's wrong. Generally speaking, on a used hot tub, whenever I've had them and we fix them up to sell them, we replace the circulation pump, we'll replace the flow switch, the heat sensor. Those are usually the three that we'll replace first if we're having a problem with it heating up or if it's not working properly. Then after that, we'll go through and find out if it's pump 1, pump 2, and so on. So I hope that helps everybody out. Like I said, this ain't rocket science. It's a hot tub in the backyard. It's full of water and it blows bubbles. Don't go crazy, everybody. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next hot tub repair. Have a great day, everybody.